So from my previous videos, yeah, you know that I've been struggling to make Spiceworks work, and it's not as easy as I thought it was. But as I was suspecting that it could be the firewall issue, because the error message was saying that make sure the ports are enabled, and ports are almost always related to firewall, like that is the program that blocks them. So I wanted, first I thought that then I started searching for it, and then I thought that there was something like it confirmed that it's indeed the issue, that I need to allow them, because I had already gone on Windows 10 machine, used the played with the firewall settings, and in a make sure that port 80 was allowed through, but that did not work in my you saw in the last video. So I dug a little bit more on the internet and I found this one. The very thought of going to all of my 8 machines and enabling it was a little haunting, because even though it was just 8 machines, I could do it, but I didn't want to, because that's not efficient if you're working on a big network. And then I was going through the internet where some people had like 85 computers, and they had only about 12 of them were not scanned and all that. So then I found this article through that let me it's out of the screen, but basically I'm gonna do all the steps on the left side here. So it's at you can see it's at community.spiceworks itself. I'm gonna put this link in the description of the video. So basically, rather than to go to each machine and configure it manually, that's a lot of hectic work. It looks promising that we can simply use the group policy to enforce it, that WMI be enabled or allowed through on all the machine. If you don't remember, WMI is the one where we were entering the admin passwords, and I wonder what WMI is. Windows management something. So let me see what actually WMI stands for. It says like Windows Management Inventory or something like that. Let's search actually WMI. So there's another one. Windows Management Instrumentation. So that's what it is. All right, so we have to, like same drill, we have to log in with the Spiceworks username, password. I'm gonna go with this, like just save it. It has to have my name. Okay. Let's go with this one, and here you see this one, this the username, it says using WMI right here, and even in the when I was digging up the settings, I saw that over there. So I'm gonna go with the backslash here and give it the admin password. Let's see. I don't have any, and use public. Let's go. So for this to work and all that, I just wanted to show you, like if you go to scan here, or no, settings, if you go to settings and you see right there WMI, so this is the one. So we have to enable this one on this. I installed it on the server just now, again back to so we can run the WMI and configure the server for the group policy. So I'm just reading on this the instructions on the right, and then I'm going to implement on them on the left. You can see them. And hope if it's not making sense, I'm making this video for myself so I can learn it, and hopefully like I don't have to recall my mind. I can actually see this video, what I did at what step. So it's more like a trial and error and a reminder video. Alright, so let's get started. Group policy management. Hopefully it does from somewhere here. Policy management. Group policy management right here. Next is to down on Active Directory domain controller. It is expand the t-show group plus policy objects per domain. Expand it. Group policy objects. Okay, let's make it bigger. Let's go group policy objects right here, and I think this is what they want. Okay, okay. Right click on OU to create a link. Test out. I don't have test out. Default domain policy. I'm at the right place. Domains. Domain controller. That should be this one. Group policy objects. Okay, group policy objects, and then test agent, test, all that. I didn't test OU. It's an OU to create and link a GPU. Okay, what are the computers that I don't see any. Okay, so I'm at the lost here. I'm trying to like follow the instructions, but I'm confused here because this is test or use, or maybe they made a like a new folder somewhere here. This is up one level, show hide. Like I can, let's create a GP on this. Okay, new group policy, we're gonna name it Spiceworks just like they did, and for the sake of the testing, moving devices into objective units, but this is beyond the scope of this document. Okay, Spiceworks firewall test, name it Spiceworks. Okay, and this one is right there. Is it showing up under? No, it's not showing up under. Oh, it's showing up right there. Expand, and showing two places, group policy and right. Okay. So far, group policy management console. Add the new GPU. Ah, nice. Okay, now I'm learning. Group policy object. So basically, what you create here is just a link. You can see it's a link here, and link. So whatever here, will get their instructions from here via following this link to here, and you can edit this one. So basically, we're gonna click OK, and we're gonna edit this one. You see there's so we're gonna right click here and edit. And okay, so enable remote administration and SCMP. Can I move it like no I can't. Oh, okay. All right, so this is much better, so you can see what's going on over here on this side. Normally I've set up my screen that this is the like from up to here, this is one screen, and this side is one screen, so it's hard to explain, but just it acts like two monitors. Okay, and select edit, navigate to, and double click. I did edit domain profile. Alright, so computer administrative templates. It needs to be computer configuration, administrative templates. There is nothing like is it under policies? No, come on. Oh, actually we can, and for this let's short this out. All right, so computer configuration, administrative templates. We need to find where is administrative templates. Oh, it's under policies, it's not in preference, right? So let's go to administrative. This is because I think this is an older version of a server, and I have the 2019, so we just have to that's why I was having difficulties in the start, and now I just have to find it. Under administrative, click for network, that's right there. Then in networks you have to network connections. Let's make it bigger here. Network connections right here, right, and then go to Windows firewall, Windows Defender firewall. Okay, no longer the and domain profile, standard profile. Click on this one. Allow remote administration execution, allow local port, inbound, local program, inbound, remote desktop or administration. Remote administration exception not configured, so this is the one that we need to do. Let me see if I can show you the whole thing here. like so the status is not configured. So this is the one, allow ICMP exception, and we have to find the ICMP right there, not configured. And this one, remote administration exception. How do we add it in? Previous setting, next setting, enable. We click on enable and we click OK. Okay, this is enabled now. ICMP exception right there, add it, enable. All right, so we done that part. Close it. Let's see what else is asking. Link an existing GPU. That will be tough. RDP, remote desktop into remote workstation, force GP update. You have to run GP update on all of them. GP update / force. So okay. Okay, these are like the steps to be done on the other side. So on the server side we're done for the time being. We applied it, we can see Spiceworks, we can edit it, we can go to policies, administration, network, and network connections, and then Windows Defender, domain profile, and you can see, oh, this got disabled. It needs to be enabled, and it's a good thing I checked it. Again, disabled, enable, apply. Okay, again got disabled. What's going on? Refresh it. Is there a refresh thing? Oh, now it should be enabled, and it is. You can see. Let's go back and then back in. It's enabled there. Good. It's a very good thing I checked. Let's go, and all we have to do is just force it on all the computers. It's my laptop on this side. I could do that on that, but let's do it on the, let's do it on Windows 7. We can run cmd gp update updating. So basically this policy needs to be done way in the beginning, so all of the computers, they check their policies and complete it successfully. So all of the computers in your network, they check this policy and get updated with. So we did not do one thing, like we added it to the text, I believe. Where is the server? Like in server, it's in the text, right? So we have to add computers to it. So for that we have to go to users and computers, make them a member or add them. So tags, can we add computers, move all of the computers, test to, yeah. So let's, we did not see, okay, yep, now I got that. So we have to move them into text. So all of them are moved now. Now they are applied with this policy. Let's run the one more time just in case. And rest of the steps, oh, where's my instruction set? All right, this right here. So rest of the steps that we can check, can you apply from server side? Let's see, group policy result wizard. Let's go to, where's, I keep losing my server here. What's the instruction says? Sites, group policy modeling, sites, group policy results, and right click on it, group policy results wizard. I guess we're supposed to click next. Another computer in the, this computer, another computer, and we have to get its name. Let's do this time, let's go with the IP config. We can get win7.pc. I think that's what its name is. If we can go to, again, let's go to, you see that's the 119. We can try win7.pc and see if it's there, right there win7pc. Or we can use the, let's see, can we do 192.168.1.119? Does it find it? Right, see? So in both ways it gets it. We're gonna go with the this one username, administrator. I think we have to run its username. Settings, let's go. Finish. It's generating report, and you know, so what do we need to see? We need to see applied GPUs. No error detected. Policies, accounts, policies, password policies, settings, GPUs, for winning GPUs, policy name. Man, computer configuration summary, general group policy objects. You have to click on group policy. Can we search in this thing? Policy events, maybe this one. Nope, nothing is happening here. Let's close this one. Right there, second one, computer details, component settings, setting, window, security, count, policies. Policy name, map drive, network profile, winning GPU. That's a lot of work on this thing. It's much easier. Agent 360, Spiceworks should be. I don't see the Spiceworks apply GPUs. Spiceworks right there. Okay, so policy, Windows Defender Firewall, inbound, Spiceworks, that the name we did, it's enable. So this one is working for this computer. We just ran the our wizard, so it's working over here. So that means this server, we ran it on Windows 7, so we can remember, right? Let's do it on update all the computers. Let's log into this one. Let's run the cmd gp update /force. Get the successful here. So basic for all the policies, you have to force them, right? If you are testing something and you want to make sure, otherwise they check it automatically and get the new policy automatically. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go and do it on all of the computers. Right, so I want to run my scan and be successful in scanning at least all of the domain joined computers. Okay, cmd. I wish we could. No result found for cmd. Are you sure? Waiting for the successful message, and here it is. There it is. So now we did the test 1, test 2 is done, test 1 was done, Win 7 was the first one, the remainder is just Win 10. Let's go to it, and I'm gonna go with the cmd. Oh, let's run it. And now I'm gonna do the same for my this laptop here, and I have to go to my Windows 8 machine over there and do it on over there. gp update /force. That's right. All right, so it's a successful. So on 4 my virtual machine is successful. It's running on my laptop. I'm going to pause the video and quickly run to my Windows 8 machine over there and update it over there and come back and resume the video. So I'm back. I just want to quickly, I thought of something else. I am getting an error on my laptop for some reason. Oh, okay. It's connected with the Wi-Fi. That's why. I'm gonna run it again, and it should give me the policy update. So I thought of another thing. That is that if you are logged in with a local user, will it work? I think at Windows 7 I'm not logged in with a local user. I am somewhere on this machine, but for that sake of that, let's run for the Windows 8.1. It's a physical machine, it's over there. Again I'm getting an error. Oh, network cable is loose. My son, he loves to play around my things, even though he's only 6, but he wants to do everything that I do. Run one more time on the laptop, and hopefully I'm successful now. So let's run that wizard. Now it's successful on the laptop, thanks God. This trial and error is really a trial and error. Alright, so let's go run the group policy results one more time. This time I'm going to give it another computer. We're going to give it the IP address of my Windows 8 machine. It should get everything. Let's go with the administrator account. All right. Generating report, close it, and details. I think Spiceworks was the last one over there. Like local apply GPUs. map drive, default domain, Spiceworks right there. So it is applied. Alright, good to know. Let's run Spiceworks, and hopefully this time we are successful in checking out. Great link over here. You can see the whole link name. I'm gonna still put it in the instruction in the video. It is the server. Alright, let's run, see what's happening with my Spiceworks. It says, so on this screen we're gonna click on this one and start scan everything again. So this is under the settings. If you can go you see, if you can go over here, it says something like that along the lines of worst scan error, right? So if we can click on devices, sorry, we should have stayed on that last page. Okay, it's showing errors for 10 machines, right? Some of them I know there will be errors. Windows 7 laptop, you could not log in because it was at the time it was over the Wi-Fi. So let's to scan it again and get to that screen where we can scan this range. That is all the computers or attached device are under this range. You're gonna click on this, start scan, and hopefully, I am very hopeful that this time it works. I am not bothering about Windows sorry, the video being too long. I'm gonna show you keep making it because I want to see the results this time. Like document the whole thing. I only paused it where it was absolutely necessary, like I had to go somewhere, and but this time let's see the whole process. So you can actually measure by this clock, or there's another one right there, that you can see how long it took for the scanning to be done. Previously it was taking around 5-10 minutes and still give you an error, or maybe more, like 15 minutes. So this time let's see what happens. What they should do is they should actually like put an indication at what machine it is currently at. Like we'd only see it when the machine is done and it goes into 1 or 2 or 3 over here, like inventory, login errors, or can't. Alright, or errors. I know that's my router. I should go and name that something. So I know this will not work, and there are like Amazon Fire Stick will not work, TV will not work, the PlayStation. This will work. You see it's already bold. That's the server. Now the moment of truth, or the moment we've been waiting for. Is it going to error out, or is it going to be successfully scanned and inventoried? Oh, this will not this will error out as well, because it's just the host computer. It is not domain joined, and it's administrative username password is not the same, not even the account name. So since Spiceworks it detects all the computers. Alright, inventoried 3 computers, that's good. And you see the red things, they coming and going over there. Alright, so it's working. It's working. That group policy thing worked. And we saw the indication over there, like it will go red before moving over there. So like I was saying, that for the Spiceworks, just like PDQ, that if you have to use it on a if you, it was a little bit of work with the workgroups, that you have to go fetch their names and then add it on the computer in the PDQ to scan them. I think Spiceworks is a step ahead in that aspect, that anything that is physically connected, physically mean that it's Ethernet connected to your router, it will pick it up. On that thought, I do not think so that the other devices that Spiceworks found, one of them would be Amazon Fire Stick. No, because that would be on the Wi-Fi. So it's TV and the PlayStation that is picking up. I'm excited kind of now. It's working, so I know this will error out. I have 6 already there. It means these 4 will error, all of them. These 5 should error out except for Windows 8. Windows 8 will go on. So I have computers 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. 6 already there, 7 being the Windows 8. So these are all going to be errored out, or can't be scanned, connected, or inventoried. And I'm only waiting for Windows 8. And just like PDQ, I want to see what's inside. I know what's inside, but when a computer is being used for like so long, for 7 years, it has a lot of software installed and a lot of information in there. So all of them, like, there's nothing, these virtual machines. So for Windows 8, it will be like a fun adventure to get all that information, just like we did with the PDQ and inventory. Windows 7 laptop, Intel Core 2 Duo. So another cool thing is that even if you are logged in with the local user and not with the admin domain join user, I still can get the group policy update forced will be applied from the domain, as long as the computer is domain joined. Doesn't matter, you are logged in as a local user, and PDQ inventory can go and actually fetch all the data out of it. I'm so glad I found this group policy thing, so I did not have to. Otherwise, I was just going to use just a single host single client machine, not the host would be different. Just a client machine, either enable the WMI or disabling the firewall altogether. And I didn't want to disable the firewall even for testing, because it's always a bad idea to disable your firewall. Doesn't matter, it's for learning purpose, because in real world you don't disable your firewall. So you have to figure out a way by keeping the firewall and still doing the thing. So imagine if you have like on a network where you have like I'm imagining at my office where we have 200 computers on one floor. How long it will take for Spiceworks to scan just one floor, let alone the whole 5-floor building, inventory, everything. I'm assuming it will must take at least, if not the whole day, then half a day, or your standard 8 hours. Alright, Windows 8 is done. I saw the red thing over there. Now all of these should error out. And make it quick. Like, oh yeah, you've done. Alright, so everything done. Everything went straight to this. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see the server over here. It's on the 5th one right here. And I have a laptop and a Windows 8 machine. That makes it 7. All 7s are there. 6 scan successful. Let's go to my devices. I have all the devices. If you remember, before we had this thing over here, it was x'd out. All of them. Test 7. Yes, no, this one is because they're not right. So all of them were crossed out. So that policy update really did the trick. Let's go to our Windows 8, sorry, so about that, and see what we have. We know from the previous that it's a Core i5. It's the correct IP address. We have the general information here, all that, events, nothing, timeline, BIOS version, all that information. For example, let's click on BIOS version. So you have everything here. Change to Windows 8, BIOS date. Oh, so it's everything is in the same thing. Let's go to general information. We had it, and the date, last reboot. Yes, it was done like 2-3 nights ago when I was making the other video, and I actually mentioned that in there. It says the correct Realtek and all that, like the Ethernet card. What are the softwares installed? Let's see. 4K video downloader, yes, I remember that. Age of Empires, my favorite. Quick find, if we can click on let's say Firefox. Yes, it's installed there. Good, right? Enter license, you can see all the product keys here, or enter them. So Age of Empires, like if I click Age of, I see all of them, all 3 of them that I had installed on there. Install date is just like PDQ, but everything is web based. You can see all the software in here, and look at that software list, long list. Let's go. Sorry, network shares, like these are the shares that I know I created, that one, and just like the other device, PDQ did the same services or everything. It showed notes, documents. Alright, so what's in the tool? Tool is in troubleshoot, compare, ping, trace route, and NSLog, send, wake on LAN. So you can actually wake up this machine if you want. You can rescan it. You can manage software, like you can uninstall software, I think. Yep. So you can uninstall all of them. Yeah. Do we see Age of Empire here yet? So we can uninstall sitting from my desk, not bothering anyone over there. What else? Add ticket, purchase date, add it. What is troubleshoot? What you can troubleshoot? Oh, you can just see CPU activity, network activity, disk, processes. Oh, okay. So you can see everything here. but disk activity is not showing up for the network. I wanted to see like a graph here. Yes, it's 8 GB. So for the process, yes, processes, this is like cool. Services right there, like MSN for 32. For the processes, for example, if you want to kill a process, can we do it from here? Yes, stops process. So for example, if something is running there, let's do this side by side. Like I cannot show you the Windows 8 machine over there, so we can try it on, it's saying beta here. All right, close it out. So basically what I want to do is like can I kill a process and will it be effective on the client machine? Let's do it. Windows 7 or Windows 10. Let's go with 7 and run Firefox here. I'm doing only Windows 7 because it's so much troubleshoot. Let's see processes. Do we see Firefox over there? Oh, we could kill the CMD. It's already up. Firefox. You see how many instances of Firefox is open there? So for I know like it happened to me when I had only one instance of Firefox, or I don't remember, it was Opera, and it hanged my PC. And when I opened the task manager, it was a long list of this, so I had to cancel it because I was clicking X over there and it was not working. So sometime you have to do this. So let's see if stop process will work. You can see this is my Windows 7 here and Firefox is already open. If I okay, it didn't like me. All right, so if I stop process, will it go close out here? Let's see. Do you really want to stop Firefox.exe? Yes. And let's see what happened. Firefox stopped successfully. Okay, do we have any more Firefoxes here? Yes, we do. We have actually a lot of them. All right, so let's, can we close out more than one? No. So yes. Okay, it's still there, I can see it, but I think Firefox has multiple instances running, like some tabs or like components, and each one is named Firefox. So let's try to stop the last one and see what happens. You said your tab just crashed, so there were tabs, but I did not see like more than one. Let's close the last Firefox, see what happens there. Or yes, you can see Firefox is completely gone from that Windows 7. So that's pretty neat. Let's dig more. Services, I don't want to touch that. Like I think you can, it's running stop. I remember doing it, but you really need to know what to run and what to stop. It's in troubleshooting, so I don't like to mess with them. If the computers are up and running just fine and nothing needs to be troubleshooted, then I don't mess with services. Alright, so the graph is back, so you have to take time, it populates. Graphs are back. AMD Ryzen 7, but that's for the virtual machine. Network activity, disk usage, everything good. So let's find let's see what else we have there. What is compare? Oh, okay, so we can compare like two computers side by side. If it's Windows 7, can we compare it with laptop? Two machines side by side. This one is, yes, it's an HP laptop, owner Windows 7, 2 GB, 3 GB. Oh, so the laptop has 3 GB physical. I never heard of it. Like normally it's 512, 1 gig, 2 gig, or 4 gig. You know how it goes. All right, so that's AMD Ryzen only because it's a virtual machine. That's Intel Core 2, and so that's the compare device. Let's see what else we have. Ping, you all know you can ping it, ping the computer. We did it in the last video. We do it on the nothing lost. We do it over the command prompt to check if the computer is online or not. What is trace route is basically how many points how many points between your computer and the other computer. So it logs in each time it goes through a server or hops, they say. Alright, so name stream, server lookup, address, server DNS, can't find Windows Heavy. Alright, yeah, the Google can't find it. It's not on the internet. It's wake up on LAN. I should try that. I really want to try that, but in order to that cannot, I will have to go and dig into my Windows 8.1 machine BIOS and check, because laptops, they don't support this. Manage software, we already scanned that, we already checked that. Rescan is just rescan this computer. And what is complete profile? Oh, it should be like I think the whole information. Yep. So let's look at it. It's Windows 7 PC. It has all this, like what it is, what is the member of from the Active Directory. And you know, text is this where we moved all the computers, so that's why text is showing here. There are workstations as well, and then virtual machine, that's part of it, and storage, antivirus, none found, network shares, others, printers, memory, full name, memory slots, like in what slot, what you have. We should see this one in like a physical machine 8.1 or something. Network adapter, what do you have? Yeah, we should get this one in go to devices, and we should get this one on for the laptop or Windows 8 machines. So let's get it for the laptop. Complete profile. So you can see antivirus none found, hardware, you can see more details about the hardwares. So for virtual machine, it's all generic bits, but physical, I know it's a 300 GB. I installed it for 320 or something. All XP document writer, no printer found. For Windows 8, it should list a brother printer over there. Softwares, what we have over here, and that's exactly what we have here. Desktop monitors is a generic because it's a laptop, so it has the screen built in. Yes, it has a NVIDIA, I know. What are the hotfixes installed, the services, what services are running, 5 for 160 services. So video controller, peripheral devices, so validity sensors, the fingerprint scanner, and this the HP webcam. Alright, so memory DIMM, so it has a 2 GB stick on one, and then a 1 GB stick on one, total making it 3 GB. Let's go to let's find for the, I want to Windows 8. It will give us the maximum detail. Where is Windows 8? Alright, so yeah, complete profile. So you can see now this one, it has Windows Defender for the antivirus. Storage, what storage it has. Brother printer right there. Network share, it's shared printer, and then under printer it's brother. If you remember, we made that video from Windows 10. We got the printer off of our network, so that's why it's a network share as well. So memory, it's you can see channel 4 and 4 making totaling 8. And what are the software install, like 227 software install, and you see services definitely more than 160. They are 219, a lot more than the running on the laptop. What are the hot fixes installed here? It's an NVIDIA again. Yep, I installed that myself. The it was part of the troubleshooting. Basically, the Intel processor, it got loose of silicon gel, so it will not boot. I thought it was either RAM or the video card, so I installed the card myself. But I had known that device that actually sends out the beeps, and I was not hearing any beeps, so I ended up installing this. But like through a lot of troubleshooting, I finally found out that it was that it just needed to reseat the heatsink and replace the silicon gel, because it was not getting the connection through the silicon gel. So it will boot up as soon as it gets hot enough, it will cut off. That's what happens when you have the video on the processing die itself. Alright, so this is it. I don't see, like, we can run reports. Okay, so yep. Alright, so reports is good, like all tickets. We should run a report. Computer without antivirus. Oh, so these are the generic reports. Like I thought that you can do a report, customized report, but this thing, like, I think you click on them and yeah, they get run for you. Configuration, disk usage, Google desktop, weather bug, IP phones. What is printers and copy? Like, we should only get the run successful, nothing. Okay. USB devices, we got the webcam and input device, Logitech. What is a Logitech over there? I can't remember. I remember there was a USB camera. So let's run the antivirus. With the antivirus, like, which computers are, so all the Windows 10 and 8 machine, they have Windows Defender on. Windows 7 does not have. And if I run it without antivirus, it should give me the Windows 7 machines, right? Oh, it did not give me anything. So Windows 7 is having a free pass. Disk usage. So all the reports through the software, it is you can search it from the software itself, I think. Disk usage is giving you the disk percentage, like what is the free space and what is the used space. I wanted to run a report of like what computers have Firefox installed, that kind of report. It should be under applications, right? We should edit it. Can we? No, it should be contains Firefox, right? Let's go and search. Select. Oh, I should not have saved it. I have. So it means that you can run a report, new report. It's getting you all the application, not the one that I wanted. let's report name Firefox, description, get all the reports. So application name contains Mozilla Firefox. Add criteria, what is it? Application name, no. Save and run. Name or device name. Hello, save and run. Let's see what. Okay, that's how you run the report. So you see, I got all the computers that have Firefox installed, and these are 6 out of 7 have the Firefox installed, with server being left out because server does not have Firefox on it. So let's try it one more time. I'm gonna uninstall it from Windows 10. I'm gonna go oh, it needs to be scanned again, then only then it will work. Alright, so it's gone. Let's see, can we run it one more time? Reports, the name Firefox is there, so yep, it's still there, Windows 10. So we have to go to Windows 10 devices, Windows 10, we can click on it, and then from here we can ask it to be rescan. Alright, now we go to software. What are the software installed? Application on license, all that, and we can go to report, quickly take care of that Firefox before we move on. Alright, so 3 and 3, it's still there. Wow, I thought that I could scan it through that, but devices, this is Windows 10. Yes, it's running. Oh, it's running, so we have to wait for that. So let's go and dig in the software. Unlicensed, unwanted monitors, reports, for software reports, hotfixes, services, applications. Click on reports. What's in the reports? Oh, reports is just like back to over there. Okay, people. IT, everyone, this is related to, I think, my account rather than network map. Flash is disabled. No, I don't want to enable Flash. Flash is being phased out. If you don't know, Google is going to completely remove its support from Chrome December next month. Even Adobe itself is retiring Flash. So Flash is no good. Stop using it. My tools. What tools do we have? No custom tools configured and none of the plugins. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the network scan, and I don't know if it's a mistake or not because quite frankly it took a while last time. Oh, it's just doing Windows 10. I can wait for that. Alright, so I just want to wait for Windows 10 and see if I run that Firefox report. Does it gets updated or not? You have been very patient with me so far. If you want to keep till the end of the video, great. If not, I think you can just exit out now, because only thing left for me to do is that go back, run that report again, and see if the Firefox shows up for Windows 10, and then I'm done. It's my longest video, 1 hour and 4 minutes, and continuing. So what is in purchasing? Oh, it's about like if you have purchase orders, you have got the codes, you have to working with the vendors and all that fun stuff. That we are not into right now. Let's go to dashboard. It basically gives you like all the patches that are like what's going like in the world, and you can get those patches and apply it to your machines. For example, I know one of the machine does have Opera, so you can get that patch and secure your machine. It gives you the operating system breakdown. We have two: Windows 7, 8.1, Server 3. This is the news section. What device is at risk? That is server. Okay, my server is at risk. All right. Is the scan now still going on? All in all, this is okay. I found something else. I was excited by this, but then this timeline got my attention as well. So this is, you see, we have 7 devices, 6 being workstations and 1 is server. It did not pick up the printer yet. I don't know why. Oh, printer is not online, like it's not powered on, that's why. But then printer is shared through the Windows 8, but it's over the Wi-Fi. I don't know what will be the status of it. View all networking. Can you click on it and what we'll see? No matches found. Let's go back. Others, what's in others? View all others. Oh, the router unknown, we don't know. Is the 5 devices that it picked up, but we don't know what it is. No UPS. All devices 13, not scan. Virtual machines, so it picked up all of my 5 virtual machines. You can see 10, 7, test 2, and this server right here. You cannot see the server over there. Maybe no, you can. And this is the text. If you don't remember, text is that that folder in the Active Directory where we put it in, and all our computers in the Active Directory. So let's see. I think the scan is done. I want to say scan is done. It's done. Let's go to that report, run the Firefox report again. Success. Windows 10 is gone from the list of the computers that have Firefox installed. So this is how you run the custom reports. You run them through new reports. Alright, so it's been a really long video. Let's cut it out here, and let's call it a day. We did not see the inventory options and all that. Maybe another day. Oh, these are the alerts. Add monitors. Like you can make this software do a monitoring for you and send you an alert. For example, if the disk is less than 5% free left, like storage left is offline, is like a server is offline for more than 10 minutes, so you need to know, oh okay, why the server is down. Antivirus is not getting updated on all the cool stuff. You see email delivery. Good. Remote sites, like in my previous video, like you have a site not in the same building, in the same, like in another city, another town, on another street. User accounts. This is for the admin, through the Spiceworks. It has nothing to do with the thing here. And I don't know why they're putting $50 per hour over here. Is that industry standard or what it is? I think all this section is getting its information from spiceworks.com itself, and for some reason it's all like generic data or a mixture of data. One-on-one, web services, enable detection and all that, cloud service. Oh, so it's a lot of other stuff that we for the admins. Alright, so this is it. Let's stop it here. I already said that, but then it got my attention, so I'm gonna end this video finally at 1:11. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe and share. Good night.